This match to me is what I firmly believe it is the catalyst for the, I guess, women's wrestling movement that kind of happened for WWE. I think a lot of great women's wrestling has been inspiring essentially what I think now is an overflow of talent essentially, and I think it's thanks to people like Trish and Lita inspiring Bayley and Sasha, and mainly the woman coming up from the indies and stuff like that at that time in the 2000s 2010s, where the prominence was in that divas like era, I guess, in the US. But you know, a lot of these women knew that like there's way more than that. The Sasha Banks Bayley match here in this whole feud actually is what legitimized women's wrestling, I think, for Vince at least, with, you know, the system kind of giving them that spotlight and them taking it and not only running with this ball but like scoring, you know, and slam dunking. It's like, you know, now we see that snowball effect of you know, the women's division being basically the top draw right now anyway. This whole match, Sasha Banks was the perfect heel. She played to the crowd so perfectly. She was getting so much heat. Bayley was that John Cena level, like peak 2006 level face with the hugger gimmick, you know, and it just, they both had the crowd in the palm of their hand in that match, and the spots in this match were crazy. I still remember that reverse poison Rana off the top, you know, that crazy what was it, like a top rope plancha over the ref, the emotion, the selling of both these women. Like Sasha was working Bayley's hand, right, and stuff, and using the steel steps in a lot of gnarly looking spots that were just simple, but like they're making it look crazy as hell. They were both on point, wanting to prove something, because they both had chips on their shoulders, right, obviously, you know. And it to me is kind of now part of women's wrestling canon in terms of how that revolution started in WWE. I do think this takeover match was, you know, should have main evented that night, but they realized that straight after the match, as soon as it hit 3, and the crowd roared for Bayley winning the title and overcoming Sasha Banks. It reignited a love of wrestling for me at a time where I was like super disillusioned with like the main roster product too and stuff like that. So I was really enjoying, you know, this new fresh take with NXT, and I feel like Sasha and Bayley at Takeover Brooklyn just exemplified the fresh take that we needed. And, you know, fast forward to now, you know, it's crazy to see that future kind of realized in a way.